Chapter 1, Mishnah 7. The previous two Mishnahs contrasted pairs of items, turtle doves and pigeons, parodoma and egla rufa, etc., explaining how a law that applies to one item does not apply to the other. The following Mishnah speaks of single items that go through two stages, and it contrasts those stages with each other. The Mishnah's first section concerns temed, which is a wine-flavored drink produced by soaking grapes, skins, or seeds in water. It first tastes like wine-flavored water, and later it ferments and tastes like low-quality wine. The law for temed is as follows. If it has not yet fermented, it may not be bought with Meiser Sheni money, because it is considered water, which may not be bought with Meiser Sheni money. And since it is like water, it disqualifies a mikveh. That is, if temed falls into a deficient mikveh, it makes the mikveh invalid forever. But once it has fermented, it may be bought with Meiser Sheni money because it is no longer considered water, and it does not disqualify a mikveh. The Mishnah's second section concerns brothers who inherited property from their father. The Mishnah contrasts a case in which brothers had not yet divided the estate between themselves, and a case in which they had divided the estate between themselves and then joined their portions together in a partnership. Regarding brothers who are partners in their father's estate, the law is as follows. In a case where they are obligated to pay the kolban, the small fee added to the half-shekel payment that every man must make each year, that is, where they had divided the estate and then joined their portions together, they are exempt from giving meiser of animals, i.e. from the animals in their father's estate that were born after they joined their portions together, because they are partners in these animals, and partners are not obligated to give this type of meiser. And in a case where brothers are obligated to give meiser of animals, that is, where they had not yet divided their father's estate, they are exempt from paying the kolban. This is because the Torah considers the estate to be like the property of the father until it is divided. Thus, when they give the shekalim from the estate, it is as if the father is giving his money for their obligation, in which case a kolban is not required. The third section concerns father's rights with respect to his daughter. Whenever there is a right of sale, that is when a girl is a katana, and so her father has the right to sell her, there is no fine imposed on a man who violates or seduces her, because this fine is not imposed in the case of a katana. And whenever a fine must be paid to her father for her violation or seduction, i.e. when she is a nara, there is no right of sale because a nara cannot be sold. The fourth section is about how a girl's age affects me'uyin and chalitza. Whenever there is an option for a girl to do me'uyin, i.e. as long as she is still katana, there is no option for her to perform chalitza, because only an adult, nara, or older can perform chalitza. And whenever there is an option for her to perform chalitza, i.e. when she is an adult, nara, or older, there is no option for her to perform me'uyin, because only a katana can do me'uyin. The fifth section deals with a Yom Tov that falls immediately before Shabbos on a Friday or immediately after Shabbos on a Sunday. The laws of Yom Tov are more lenient than the laws of Shabbos, insofar as certain malachos related to the preparation of food, cooking, slaughtering, etc., are permitted on Yom Tov but not on Shabbos. In view of this, the Mishnah teaches how we mark the transition from Shabbos to Yom Tov and vice versa. Whenever there is a blast of the shofar, there is no havdalah. And whenever there is havdalah, there is no blast of a shofar. To explain the first statement, when Yom Tov falls the day before Shabbos, i.e. Friday, we blow the shofar late Friday afternoon to warn the people that melachos of food preparation, which were permitted that day on Yom Tov, are about to become forbidden. But we do not recite Havdalah that Friday night once Yom Tov ends, because none of the melachos that were forbidden on Yom Tov are permitted on Shabbos. To explain the second statement, when Yom Tov falls the day after Shabbos, i.e. Sunday, we recite Havdalah on Saturday night, because food-related melachos, which were forbidden on Shabbos, are now permitted. But we do not blow the shofar late Shabbos afternoon, because no activity that was permitted on Shabbos is about to become forbidden. Having mentioned the obligation to recite Havdalah between Shabbos and a Yom Tov that falls on a Sunday, the Mishnah discusses the wording of that Havdalah. How do we recite Havdalah when Shabbos is immediately followed by a Yom Tov? We say, "Blessed are you, Hashem, who separates between holy and holy." Hamavdil ben Kodesh leKodesh. However, Rebbe Dossi rules that we say, "Blessed are you, Hashem, who separates between greater holiness and lesser holiness." Ben Kodesh Hamor leKodesh Hakal.